Hey guys, it's Cassie and you're here for another adventure in my kitchen. And today I'm going to share with you 5 things that you need this month to start getting ready for the holidays, okay? And so these are just things that I think would be helpful to get your family gathered around the table with the food all prepped and staying warm and all of that. So I'll tell you, these 5 things, it was hard to narrow it down to 5, but I did it. And so I'm sure there's other things that would be helpful, but these are 5 things I think everyone's gonna need. So first we're gonna start with our carving set. So it comes in this nice little storage box. It even has some cushion. And then it has our little fork to help you get the meat moved or to help hold it in place as you're cutting it up with our carving knife. And so our carving knife, I love this thing. I seriously thought, what's the difference between a carving knife and a regular knife? And I just always used one of my regular knives. But this one is long, but it's a little bit more narrow than like our chef's knife, okay? And so something that I like about our forged cutlery is that it is balanced. So the blade is the same weight as the handle, which just makes it really easy to cut and to hold level, right? And then the blade is full tang, so it goes all the way through the handle, and that means you're not gonna have any separation or any looseness. It's all going to stay intact and very, very high quality, okay? And so I will tell you guys, you will notice the difference if you use this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that back, and because of us needing this knife, I wanna share with you some of our cutting mats. These are my go-to. I use them for everything, you guys. Like, I can't tell you how many I have because we use the heck out of them, and usually my kids help me, and so they all have one too. Even like we were decorating cookies the other night and they each had one of these mats. Sometimes they'll cut up things and they'll just go ahead and use this to eat whatever, right? So these are our smaller ones, and they come in a set of 3, and they are pretty awesome for the fact that it has this like no grip thing on the bottom. And so when you get these, you may notice, okay, it's not, there's that grip thing that Cassie was talking about. There's a little like film that you need to take off that protects it in the shipping process. And so you'll take that off, and then when you cut things up, it's not gonna move all over, okay? So here's the smaller ones, and let me show you the bigger ones so you can see the size difference. This is kind of like a piece of paper, and then this one's obviously bigger. And so they all come in a set of 3. So these are all have like the same kind of design, but these have, like, this one talks about portions, and it uses your hand. So you kind of learn something as you go. My kids read them more than I do sometimes. I like this one when I'm cutting things because I may want to cut them uniform. And so you can just go off of those lines. And then this one helps you learn about the right knife for the job. And so you can kind of read up on that and learn a little bit as long as, not probably the same time you're cutting because that might be a little dangerous, but as you're prepping, right? Okay, so another helpful thing is that this is our new stone piece, and this is one of our glazed ones. I will say I'm really loving this white. It has come clean really well, and I've even tested that. Like, I made a little lasagna in it not that long ago, and I purposely put the red sauce on the outside and baked with it on, and you can tell it's not there. Okay, not there. But this is another product. I'm gonna put that aside. But you can see this has a lid, but now this lid you can bake on. So if I wouldn't use this without cooking something on it, but so like you could, for instance, do your lasagna in here, okay? And then on the tray, you could do like crescent rolls, breadsticks. You can even roast some veggies on there, or you can use the tray separate and bake on there as well. So it's a pretty good size, but this would be definitely what I call my lasagna pan, but it's one of my favorites. It looks nice, but you can also cook in it. And I mean, this could be for your green bean casserole, could be for your corn casserole, it could be for so many different things that you might make for Thanksgiving or Christmas this year. And so I'm going to go ahead and take this part off and show you this other little product I have on here. So this is our utensil clip. It looks just like that, and you'll put it on here. Sorry, I gotta use it without dropping this. So it clips right on, and then you could put a utensil right through that hole and it'll hold it on. And so that would be pretty handy during Thanksgiving, because you can just slide it on and it can hold the utensil there instead of making a mess. It could be used on a pan and different things like that, so you don't have to put it down and make a mess on your counter, okay? So that is the utensil clip. I think that would be an awesome stocking stuffer too. Okay, now my last thing is one of my favorites. We use the heck out of this as a farm wife, bringing meals to the guys in the field, or never knowing what time they're gonna be in, and keeping things warm, or you can actually keep them cold. But these are insulated bowls. You can see I have 3 different sizes, and the smallest one, I would use this for like a dip. So I know my sister uses this a lot for dips, and it can be cold or it can be warm, but it'll help keep that temperature for like 2 hours. But you can see it's like sealed. The lid has a little seal on it, and so you want to make sure you keep the lid on to keep it cold. You cannot put this in the microwave or anything like that, but you don't have to do anything to prep it to have it keep that temperature. And then they all have a little clip, so when you're ready to serve, you can just put the clip on. And so the nice thing is, when you go to a family thing, you could have this in your car warm, and when you get there, you don't have to warm it up and use the microwave, use the oven, because you know how chaotic it can be in the kitchen at that time, right? So this is the small one. Now, this is our medium one, and then the newest addition this season is our large one. And so this one is pretty large, but I am super excited for this for the holiday season. You could put a lot in here, and it's going to keep it at that temperature. And so I know I have a lot of people buying these for that reason, but it's pretty awesome, you guys. No need for a plug-in, no need to warm things up. There you go, it'll stay warm. We can use this on Sunday mornings or Saturday mornings when we're making pancakes or waffles or things like that, to keep them warm as we're also making maybe some eggs and things. So those are my top 5 things that you probably need for the holidays. I mean, there's plenty of other things, but those are the 5 that I came up with for this month. So I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, and let me know if I can help you with recipes or anything you may need to gather your family around the table.